Hello and good day, welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview. Book of Isaiah, chapter 7. Let's get started now. Isaiah chapter 7 tells the story of King Ahaz of Judah and his encounter with the prophet Isaiah. The chapter begins with the background of the situation. Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the king of Israel, have formed an alliance against Judah. Ahaz is understandably frightened and seeks help from the powerful Assyrian Empire, rather than relying on God. Isaiah is sent to Ahaz with a message from the Lord, telling him not to fear the two kings or their armies, for their plans will not succeed. God offers Ahaz a sign, but Ahaz refuses, pretending to be pious and claiming he will not test God. Isaiah responds with a stern warning: Ahaz's lack of faith will not save him, and the Lord will bring judgment on Judah. Isaiah goes on to prophesy about the coming of Emmanuel, a child who will be born of a virgin and will be a sign of God's salvation. The story in Isaiah 7 teaches several important lessons. Firstly, it highlights the importance of trusting in God rather than seeking help from worldly powers. Ahaz's faithlessness is seen as a serious transgression, and he is warned of the dire consequences that will result. This message is relevant even today, as we are often tempted to place our trust in human strength rather than in God. Secondly, the story emphasizes the importance of faith and obedience. Ahaz's refusal to accept the sign offered by God is an act of disobedience, and his lack of faith is a sign of his spiritual weakness. This teaches us that obedience and faithfulness are important attributes for anyone who wishes to please God. Finally, the prophecy about the coming of Emmanuel teaches us about God's promise of salvation. This prophecy is seen by Christians as a reference to the coming of Jesus Christ, who was born of a virgin and was the ultimate sign of God's saving grace. This chapter reminds us of God's faithfulness in fulfilling his promises, and the hope that we have in Christ for our salvation. In terms of practical applications, Isaiah 7 encourages us to trust in God and seek his guidance in our lives, rather than relying on our own strength or the help of worldly powers. It reminds us that faith and obedience are important virtues, and that we must strive to live our lives in accordance with God's will. Finally, it offers us hope in the promise of salvation through Jesus Christ, and reminds us of the need to share this message of hope with others. In conclusion, Isaiah 7 is a powerful chapter that teaches important lessons about faith, obedience, and God's promise of salvation. It reminds us of the importance of trusting in God and seeking his guidance in our lives, and encourages us to live our lives in accordance with his will. Ultimately, it offers us hope in the promise of salvation through Jesus Christ, and reminds us of the need to share this message with others. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.